welcome back, survivors. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Survival Fountain of Youth, where we'll finally get the smelter made up after a bit of a tumultuous week, and then see about trying to get a little bit more things done further from there. I'm just going to top our water off again. No, actually, I have a few things I think I need to do. I've got... Yeah, these guys are basically close to expired, so I want to cook them up right away if we can. So we'll get started on that. No, fire. Oh, right, I think I've got the, Right, I've got the fire and spindle in the container here, so I gotta grab that. There you are. Grab that to have, now get back over. It's been a bit of a slow-going week of a lot of back and forth, but we're kind of at a point where things are decently enough now. There we go. We'll cook all those up. And, you know, I might as well cook the raw meat, too, while I have, that here. Okay, so we got that. That's full up, and before I go to sleep, I just want to head down to the beach, because we do have the one log. I want to grab that, bring that back, and see what a log cart will need to be made up with. Just because if I do, well, both for making, like, more builder's toolkits or anything else in the future with needs, like, split logs or such. Oh, there you are. Probably be a fair idea to just have an easier way of getting a lot moved around faster. But it feels a lot like for Survival Fountain Youth. As much as we make progress, the goalposts just move the same distance further. Like, if you do enjoy the loop and the progress of the game, it's not bad, but I do have to admit, it just feels like I'm getting nowhere. As much as I move a little ahead with, like, getting some of this new equipment or that, I still also feel like I'm at the exact same spot I was. Like, as much as I've got bow, arrow, axe, knife, all this stuff, there's a better one to get that all it really does is seem to, like, change the amount of time needed for certain things. And new stuff is always there to be found and somewhat needed. Just want to see, too. Okay, so crafting. What is it that cart needs? Not that one. Yeah, so that needs copper. Okay, that's just copper ingot for that. Where is the log cart? There you are. So I need... Oh, just a split log. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just... get that in. Alright, I need to grab the saw again. I just wish I could... I wish these had a slot that, like, it would just stay in there. Instead of having to, like, constantly grab and put in. Okay, there's the log cart. Right, I have the hammer in the boat. I might as well go grab that, because I'll actually need that likely to make the smelter, too. Back in here. Actually, I don't need both stone hammers here, so I should probably leave one back at this camp here. Okay, put that together. That's in place, and let's just do this while we're building. Okay, that's done. Now, the smelter needs coal. And for that, I think... Okay, well, at least I can make the charcoal pile. So it's a good thing we stocked up on the extra bits of... Come on, brain, you're right there. Extra bits of clay for it. That's it. Okay, let's see. Okay, don't actually... So that's going to take, okay, about a day. So yeah, can't do too much more with that, but that's at least going on. That's in order there. Place what we can the same there. Might as well see about trying to repair that. I need to make liana rope, which I think I need to, yeah, grab those. See, it's stuff like that. Just gathering the leaves, I don't think you should have a menu for, because it just feels like you could just grab them by hand without worry. Okay, now let's try to make up some of the liana rope. We got improved chemistry bench, but we won't worry about that for now. Okay, there's the liana rope. That's crafted there. Ah, again, hurt our... You know what, let's just have some food and go to sleep. Okay, and I think water, I don't know if I have any more here to... There, let's just go to... Oh, and actually, you know what, I think I actually have a... I think I have a leaf bandage on our bed, so you know what, just to have... Might as well do that. Yeah, there. Heal that, get our sleep in, and get to morning. There, morning is here. I think that should be that. Yeah, that's done. Add some more. Okay, so it takes 10 small sticks for that. That's smelting. And we have to leave that for a little bit, so that's in order there. Okay, I don't think I have any more liana rope to make. Or maybe I do. Let me check. No, that's all that there. Alright, I was repairing this. There we go. The hammer should be fine for now. Maybe we'll see about... Let's take this down and try to get a few logs to bring back. Because we know it'll be about an hour for our first copper ingot to be completed. And then we're basically going to get, I think, completely flooded by a bunch of blueprints opened up from that. Okay, let's see. What would be good to take down here? We want to leave that because that's a nice little source of food and water. Speaking of, we'll just get a few drinks in. Yeah, so you know what? That would be nice to cut down. An hour 22. Put that in there. Put that in there. Oh, that's actually nice. You can actually run with the log cart. I don't know if I have, like, a log holder. But it's nice that we can, like, move much easier while we are bringing these back. It does take a while to cut the tree down, but I'm not going to be too worried about that as long as, like, we can move stuff. So we'll leave that there. That's done. 15 new blueprints, good lord. Okay, what all did we open up? So we've got copper saw, copper hammer, copper pickaxe, copper shovel, copper needle. Okay, obsidian axe and copper axe. We need to make up the blades for those. Those might not be bad to get, given, like, we do go through tools a fair bit. We've got smoldering charcoal bag. We've got copper arrows. I'm not going to worry about making them, though. We've got the improved barrel. Improved carpentry bench was something I believe I needed, but I also needed the improved tanner workbench, which needs a copper tank. And a copper tank needs 2 copper ingots and a primitive forge, which means we now need to make the primitive forge. And for that, we need a clay brick, which I don't have any more pieces of clay on me. Oh, this game. Like, it just... Okay, that's got a while to go, that's got a while to go. What do I need for the builder's stuff again? Alright, so 1 common log gets me that. And, oh no, I think it's on the carpentry workbench I need that, yeah. And I need to see if I can... I don't actually know if I have any more pieces of obsidian. Okay, you know what, might as well. Actually see if I could make up any axe blades, too. I need the forge for that, so there's no point in that one. Okay, there's those. I don't think anything is... Oh, that's done, so we'll add that in. That's still going. Might as well put the ingots there for now. Grab this. Plonk it in here. Make up the toolkits. And now I think it'd be in buildings. No, it's in house. Okay, right. We need a hammer. Might as well repair that. Now let's see what we can kind of... Equip hammer in the active weapon slot. Okay, hammer is needed for installing, upgrading, moving, demolishing. Hammer is considered equipment as in your active weapon slot. Without the hammer, you cannot interact with modules. Okay. I don't know what the 3 means. But let me just see about moving you for now. Okay, if we've got that, let's see about... yeah, might as well, I guess, just do... maybe... Yeah, I'd rather have that there. I'll do a wall with a window looking out there. Yeah, maybe one there. And then we'll just get a few regular walls in. And then see about a flat roof or slope. Maybe we'll just start with flat for now. Nope. Yeah, so we'll probably have to move that canopy, but at least it's a start. Okay, so... That's in order there. That's in order there. Okay, I need more long sticks for that. I'll need more for that, but at least it's a start. Pretty slow and gentle for that. Okay. come on, you bugger. Okay, that's that going. You know, I'm kind of tempted to work more at this and get this all, in shape here if I can. Just that way I actually have, like, a place for ourselves to be. But I'll need to get more logs. Which, you know what? I think the copper axe blade... Oh, no, wait. I can't because... That's right. We needed the primitive forge for that. Okay. I don't know if these buildings actually, like, will suffer any loss from being exposed or not. But just in case they do, we'll put them in, like, protection like that for now. I think for the house, what I'll probably focus on... is... probably bed, storage, and a few things maybe like the workbenches. I'm just going to make that as a fire starter, so that way the bow spindle, I don't think we need all that much, because it is basically doubles the previous chance. The saw, I can probably hold on to, because again, I'll want to be making up some more toolkits. But it is night, so we'll probably want to turn in. That's still going. That is done. Get that going. That's all there. I do have animal tendons that I can process into tendon thread. So there's that done. I don't know what we'll use it for, but we've at least got more. It's got a little bit to go. That's doing its thing. And... okay, let me think. Okay, let's put the fire starter in there, so we've got... we won't bring the copper ingot with us, that can go in its little box. Right there. Oh, right, I don't have any... oh, I actually do have a wall up, so you know what? Let's put up a trophy. Yeah, you can go right there. And we'll place the other one there, too. I also have to figure out... there's got to be something I can do with rotten food. I just probably need, like, a compost or something for it. Then that also means I need a farm plot as well, which I don't have. Okay. I think that's about all for this evening. We've at least gotten the first bits of copper made. We just can't really do anything with them, given we need the clay bricks for the forge. Which means we'll have to go on another trip back to the other island for that. And then, right, I also want to get that leather pack repaired, because that, I think, basically gives us double the bonus that does. Oh, even more so. Oh, you know what? Let's also place this. Alright, I need to do that. Now I can place this. Kind of an odd spot, but you know what? You know what? Maybe we'll try placing it right over the door. There. Something for now. Okay. I'll have a lot of stuff to reorganize, but I do think once I can get the bed and maybe some of the storage... or... yeah, that is a 4x4 where I think this is just like one, so we'll have a lot more room in there. I think we'll basically just go to sleep for the evening and see what we wake up to. Yeah, that's basically run out. That's on its way down. The axe. And we'll get a repair of that in. I don't think we have anything more to drink here, do we? Oh, yeah, we do. Okay, so we'll top ourselves up there. See about any more food here to eat. And let's take the log cart and see about getting the house as made up as we can. And maybe we'll go... Since I'm not waiting on, like, any of the, things to process through, like more ingots or more coal or such, maybe we'll try going beyond this group of trees and go cut down a few in the, next little grove. You know what? I'll actually take the rain, because that'll help fill up the, 2 rain collectors, and then I can use that to fill up that barrel. Actually should maybe look at trying to make some more of those, too. Because if we are going to start using the improved leather bench, I know it calls for some water for it, and I think it's 10 units of it for 1 piece of leather. So it might not be a bad idea to try and increase, like, what we're capturing of that. But all in all, with the series, I'd say we've hit the point of we are going to survive no problem. We've got food well and secure. We've got water mostly secured. We do have to bring a copper ingot to repair the sextant, and then... Well, it says make a feather and ink, but I think we have one. Yeah, we'll drop this here for now. Cut that down. That on there. That on there. And we'll cut this. Okay, that's only 1. There should be 1 that gives 2. Yeah, there's 1 for 2. Snag you. That to there. That one to there. That's just a stump, but we'll leave that, because eventually I think they might regrow on this difficulty, since it is just like tourist or whatever. Okay, don't let me grab those first, and then we'll cut it down. We'll at least be able to say we've got our house made up. And with that, we'll have to see how long we want to keep going for. I don't really have anything else for, like, goals in mind. I think maybe what we'll try to do is get that primitive forge made up. So then we can at least, like, get into the proper age of copper. And go from there. So that'll be... another go back to the other island. I just have to check if it's 1 clay piece for 2 bricks, or it's 1 to 1. Oh, but you can really see, like, the render distance changes the quality of stuff when we do get in or out of its range. I do also kind of wish there was a way for, instead of having to go through so many little menus for, like, as we've, like, plotted out the building and the house there, we just try to get it all done in one single menu that's, like, complete all adjoining pieces, yes or no. It's like, we should have the food and water and the energy for it. Well, maybe. I have to process all these logs through, but it seems like we should be able to. I also gotta check. There's, what did we need for the catamaran now? Because I think that one... Wooden plank. Oh, actually, that shouldn't be hard to do. But again, I'll focus on just getting the house done and see about trying to clean up the beach a little bit. Yeah, like, these take no time to actually process through. It's basically, what, 7 minutes? Or, no, sorry, 26 minutes per. I should actually see if I can try to find more obsidian across the islands, too, because that's basically the runner-up to copper ingots. are we stuck? Oh, probably because of all the toolkits I've got. There we go. Okay, let's see about making up what we can here. And a gentle little open there. Alright, those will take a long stick on that. Well, there's the survival point for us. Actually, I might even want to make this bigger, because it doesn't take all that much in the way of materials for things. Like, let's do that. Okay, I don't think I can do that because the roof is only supported by that piece there. Okay, that's at least opened up there. Now this, I think I could move. Yeah. That to there. I think I basically got to keep these in place until I get some long sticks. But at least that's in order there. Okay, we've got a bit more coal. I'll just dump those into here for now. And get our sleep in. Okay, new day. Alright, let's see. I got some long sticks over there we can go grab, and I also do have to repair this. I also have to get some small sticks, which I believe there are... Yeah, I think there's a pile over here of some. Let's see if there are more. Might as well also grab these wide leaves, because we've been using some of them for the medicine for overheating. Just 2, but I guess it's better than nothing. Oh, no, wait, those are small okay, sorry, a little further. There we go. So I'll have to find another pile of small stones, but that should be pretty easy to come by with just going into the island a bit more. And see, how are we doing? I've still got, how many toolkits? 7. So I might actually be able to make up a fair few more pieces to all this. Send the crabs going. No, it remains of immediate. Okay, odd that I can't break that down for more pieces, or like more bones. It's like we see them right there. Okay, right, so walls. That one there, that one there. Okay, do that there. And then we'll just do more flat roof. And then maybe... Alright, I've got to hold that there for now, I believe. Okay, that's in place, which I think now that'll let me... Yeah, I can move that. I just got to take out, let's say... Disassemble. And I believe I want to do that. There we go. And I think if I... There we go. Yeah, I'll just see how much of this I can actually get into place right now. There we go. That's a lot more room to work with in here now. Although I kind of want... Yeah, I'm going to take that down. I'm actually going to put in another door back here. Just that way I can go through nice and easy if I wish. And then... Alright, I want to see if I can move that over there. I'll take that. Move that here, so it's basically like straight through if I want. And then I put new wall there. And then we just need a couple more flat roofs. Okay, right. Still have to move that canopy, but then that should be able to go there. So it looks like I need 1, 2... No, actually, I should have enough toolkits for that. I'll just have to switch the hammers out, because this one's basically busted. Yeah, there's like no durability left on it, so let me just head over here and quickly swap out. There we go. Oh, come on, let me go down. I guess stuck on the ladder. It's coming together. Actually does go together a lot faster than you would imagine it would. But I'm actually kind of grateful for that. As it doesn't feel like trying to build a base then is a real difficult process. Oh. Okay, so I've got to get another long stick for that. Then, can I... Nope, that has to have something there. Okay. So we'll just set this there for now. So that way I can put on the last piece of the flat roof. And there we go. Okay, so I just need to grab one more long stick. That shouldn't be a problem. And then we will have this all finished for today. We can start moving a bunch of crap in there. And that cleans up the beach quite a bit more. Okay, so... Alright, we got all the long sticks from that. We'll get those. And are there any on this tree? There are a couple. Okay. Just about done. So we'll get this in order. Put a bunch of stuff here. I am thinking stuff like, say, the bigger pieces, like the forge, the kiln, stuff like that, we might leave outside. But we'll at least move things like some of the workbenches indoors. Along with, like, the bed and maybe some of the storage containers. I don't know how big of a radius the storage containers do have for all of our other equipment, but maybe we'll try to see what we can kind of, like, put over here on the side. And there we go. House is actually made up. So see what we can kind of store into wherever. And let's take you. Bring you inside. And maybe we'll say we'll put the bed right in the corner there. Maybe I'll try putting these over here. That one there, the other one right beside it. We'll probably keep the carpentry workbench outdoors, just with the log cart. That'll be easy to put stuff in with it. Actually, maybe... Maybe we'll put that there, and maybe we'll move this over here. I'll try putting all the storage boxes here, so that way if we have everything on the outside to work with, they'll be in reach of all that. Okay, and we can't move stuff when it's filled. But those we can move okay. So right, this is one that we moved. So we'll bring this back and try to see if we can... not quite wanting it poked through the window frame. There. That's there. Those, I think, are still out in the open. I'll just make sure those are... Oh, no, not that one. Sorry, I wanted that one. I'll just put the barrel in the corner here, so that way it's sheltered. We can put the carpentry bench. Maybe we'll put it somewhere, like, right here. That way, if I do bring the carts up, say, from, like, behind as I have been, there's easy access for that still. We'll bring this indoors. It shouldn't burn through the bottom of the, yeah, we'll put that right there so we have nice cozy sleeping. Roll over and roll into the fire, sure. Oh boy, but my big problem is going to be... trying to figure out how to move all the stuff with the, workbenches so stuffed. Or not the workbenches, sorry, all these, like, chests and that. Because I basically have to take everything there. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a little tricky to sort out. Almost need to have one that's completely emptied to make use of. Now, let me see if I can actually access the workbenches from in here, or the chests, and see. I actually don't have enough small branches. I'm wondering maybe... Okay, no food and water going down, but you know what? Since we have mostly done the full expeditions to Copper Island, I am actually going to see about taking some more stuff from here. Like another eat of the dates. And just see if I can quickly go grab like some Ocotillo and make up a new, Or I guess maybe what I could try doing is... Okay, let me take all that. All that over there. This I can actually might... I might as well bring this in, since all it does is it needs to be dehydrated, so that can even just sit over here by the fire. Okay, just to get all the numbers out of the way there. That, maybe we'll see about trying to slap... there. That there. This will move over, try to get it kind of in line with the others there. Bring that to, say, there. So the only thing I'll have to do is try to figure out how I'm going to move all these chests. Okay, take all. Okay, actually, you know what? Let me bring this one over here. And we'll say put it right there, since this is, like, all of the hide and such. Oh, then actually, you know what? I have those for decorations I can put out, too. I would put that down. Put, like, a couple of jackal hide carpets for coming in. And we'll slap you just out front on the... Okay, maybe I have to close the door and then I can put that on there. I'll put you right there then. There we go. It's coming along a little bit here and there. I think it's basically just, again, trying to figure out moving these around. Okay, let's see. Tortoiseshell mortar. That'll actually, maybe I'll want to bring inside. The fish bones, though, can go in. The stone cutter. Hollow log. Stones. Fired pot. That. Those. Iron axe. Oh, I have some strong branches. Okay, actually I had more of those than I thought I did. That should do there for now. We'll move this over to there. Bring this over to there. And then we just got that one to... I might even actually try taking that one inside the house there, so that way, like, all the food is in that one. Okay, so let's say... We'll try making this one like our tools and such. We'll clean it up later on, but... just try to get what we can in some kind of more organized order. And this one, jackal fangs. That over, that over. Maybe this just be miscellaneous crap. Yeah, we'll probably wrap up today's episode in just a moment. I know it's slow to, like, round us out with, but I just want to try to get this done now if I possibly can. Okay, take all. There we go, we got a little bit of organization in place. We'll get all the books put in first, just so that way it's a little easier to see everything we've got, because good lord, we have a lot of them. Basically 10 total. Food next. Fishing rod I'll actually keep out. Termites, that'll expire, that expires. And you know what, maybe we'll put the potions in here too. We've got snake, we've got buffalo, we've got bird. The coconuts will be food. That should be okay there. That one... Do I have something like, kind of like a medicine one? Well, maybe we'll make medicine all inside, too. throw the seeds in. I do kind of wish there was an easy, like, sort feature or whatever, but you know what? It's fine. Everything seems to be going in anyway. No problem. There we go. That's a bit more organized now. We've got our tool one here. Just see if there are any other tools like that. And the cutters we can probably bring over with the needle. That is decent enough there. That's all right as that. And that's all right there. Okay. Actually, ironically enough, this last episode might have been the most productive with having, like, our own shelter properly made up, as well as organizing some of this so it's a bit neater. We'll close the door and... oh, my bad. Close the door, and we bring this episode of Survival Fountain Youth to a close. I'll still probably keep the series going for another couple of weeks, but I don't know again if we'll do the full thing with how much there is that we keep seeing. But for now, thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I do see you all in the next video or episode of Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.